Gaffer 1-1, but a late equaliser. Did that hurt when that went in?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously when you're holding on to the game as much as that, and then, we probably defend a set piece better, we win the game. I thought first half was very competitive, both sides showing really intent with the ball. So I felt we finished the first half the strongest, going 1-0, and then second half it was a bit of a tough one because we'd used all our subs by 60 minutes with a few injuries, the stamp on Pawdy and a few other things, and they made their subs after, and they finished a lot stronger, a lot fresher than we did. We've had 4 games in 12 days, every 3 games, and you can see that. But I think a point's if you're not going to win, don't lose. I think the point's a really good point for us tonight.
Was losing Pawdy pivotal, especially in the manner in which we conceded the goal from a set piece?
You never know, dear. I think we've got lads on the pitch. We do a lot of work with them. So it's a moment, isn't it? It's a moment where if we see that moment out, we win the game. And to fair credit, they're a good team. They're a very, very good team. Been going at it in this league now for I think 5-6 years. Been going at it in really good strengths and depths in recruitment and everything else, and we're still new into our journey. I'm 18 games in. The players are still new together, coming out of what we've been in. Totally within football, people want things yesterday and tomorrow, and you've got to be really careful what you wish for. And I think if we keep going in these small steps that we're doing, we'll be fine. And tonight was one of them.
Were you pleased in terms of the endeavour and the fight that was shown, especially in that second half?
I think with the output, the first thing I ask the question I ask when I walk off any pitch, half time, full time, it's could the players give you any more? Could they give you any more running? Could they give you any more fight, any intent, any more commitment? The answer is no. That's Saturday as well. Can we be better with the ball? Absolutely, of course we can. Will we be better with the ball? Have we been better with the ball in many games since I've been here? Yes, we have. We'll continue to evolve, and we'll continue to evolve, into a good team. But it won't happen overnight. These lads are leaving every last breath out there, and that's what any fan can ask for. If you're a proper fan and you support your team, you'll recognise that the players give everything.
Let's talk about Jack Marriott. We'll start with a positive. Another fantastic goal. He's now the top scorer in League One. How do you feel about having him leading your line?
Oh, you don't want anybody else at the minute, do you? Gets a chance, puts it in the back of the net, makes the keeper work. Clinical. I've known Jack for years, tried to sign him a couple of times, and he knows that. So eventually we're back together, or we are together, and he's doing good things. So if we can keep supporting him, keep putting him in the right positions, and keep supplying him like we are, he'll continue to do good things.
He came off in the second half, though. Is he okay?
Fingers crossed, he's not as bad as we think. It was another chance before half time when he's gone through, and he's half. Probably got it wrong for him because you still fancy him to score from there, and he's snatched at a shot a little bit, but he's felt something. So, fingers crossed, we'll assess that tonight, tomorrow, and we'll go from there.
So more precautionary.
Again, I wouldn't know at the minute.
But we also lost Paulie O'Connor as well, and it's 2 out of the spine of the team. How vital was that as the second half wore on?
Yeah, like I said, it was tough because every you've got a plan for everything, haven't you? And 4 games in 12 days. We've got a plan for 60 minutes onwards, but we'd used all our subs from 60 minutes through Hayden, obviously with his hamstring, Pawdy, Jack coming off as well. And that's just not by choice. So after 60 minutes, that was us. We had to kind of defend what we had. And they got fresher, which you could see. No secret they finished the game stronger than we did, but I thought we defended resolutely until that last moment. And again, I think we've been in the lead now a few times. I think we've put 11 minutes up, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 9 minutes. It's a question that needs to be asked, isn't it?
And Hayden as well. Then you're saying hamstring there as well. That was another big blow as well because he's really settled in, isn't he?
He has, yeah, and we're conscious of that, and that's why we kind of had to just bear with him at the weekend, because the easiest thing is to keep going to the well with players who haven't had much football this year, and you've got to take the advice of sports science, physios, the players in general, and we thought we'd have freshness coming in that, so it's a bit unfortunate for Hayden, but Ryan's the same, Keano's the same, they had much football before Christmas when we brought them in, so we've got to be mindful of their minutes, because ultimately you want everybody out there all the time, don't you? And it's just one of them things. We quickly move on. That point could be a massive point if we get a really good result on Saturday.
But on a positive, Will Keane was back in the squad and back on the pitch in that second half too. How much of a boost is that? Yeah,
massive. You've seen Will already. I think from the short time he's been here, he'll get fitter, he'll get stronger. His goal involvements will be big, they'll be strong. It's great to have Will back, as it is all your players, because we trust them all, and we're going to need them all, especially with this fixture and the demands of the league.
I'll ask you, I'm pretty sure of your answer, but I know the fans and I was checking as well during the game, other scores and the table as it stood. We're at that stage of the season, Liam, that's what fans are going to be doing. We're edging closer.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a good point against a good team. We'll be up there at the end of the year, going really strong. Last couple of games, Saturday and today, probably a carbon copy. And we showed commitment, we showed desire, and now what we do from here on tonight, we'll let the emotions settle a little bit. But tomorrow we'll be in, again, just repeat. It's nutrition, cryo, everything towards Saturday, because Saturday becomes massive now. 4 points over the weekend and today going into Port Vale. If we give a really good account of ourselves and leave that amount of output on the pitch on Saturday, we'll win the game.
Did you look for those results straight after the final whistle?
Nope. No, not seen any results. I've just seen ours. Conscious of Pawley, conscious of Jack, conscious of our football club. I'm not really interested how anybody else gets on at the minute.
Right, enjoy the cryo tomorrow. Thank and we'll speak later in the week.
You're coming in tomorrow, you said?
I'll be there.
Good. I'll hold you to it. Thank you.